Hello everyone, this is Lana from South Florida. Finally, I'm back. My trip turned out to be 6 weeks long. I had to extend my staying and take care of my dad after the surgery. So today, first day, I'm out on the yard and checking out the damages. But overall, they look okay. My husband was taking good care of my orchids. Some things look even better, bigger, and look at this one. This one is blooming. That was a big surprise for me when I came and saw this. So this is really first time during the daytime that I'm out here. So let's see, this is the Cattleya hybrid. Beautiful orchid. I repotted it a little over a year ago, and she gave me a huge spike with what is it, 7 flowers on it. This baby is on the way out, but I bet she was beautiful when she bloomed. And I know this one is very fragrant. It's also repotted orchid. And so the Cattleya looks pretty good. This is the same, I believe, the Parchea Cattleya, and looks like she has few buds there. Yeah, this is the other one. So the kind of oh, I see another bud there, similar to Skinneri, and I think one of the parents is a Skinneri. But this one, I think it's cross Beringiana and Skinneri, but this one is blooming on the in the fall, and those are Skinneri girls that are blooming in the spring. Goodness, so I have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of trimming, fertilizing. Here it was just a little division from a Cymbidium that died. That's okay. Mama still is doing good. This is I just brought it in because I saw dead leaf on it, so I had to trim it. This is the Phalaenopsis tetraspis. Okay, look like it has a little bud, so it's gonna do well. And this one has a standing water in it. Looks a lot of rotting going on. I don't think my husband realized that this pot doesn't have a hole, and he just overwatered it. So, oh my God, look at this, full of water. It might be okay, just need time to dry out, and goodness, I cannot be mad with him. He did great job overall. This is the Grammatophyllum, and it grew a lot. I feel like everything grew a lot since I saw it last time. I mean, it's been month and a half. I have such a horrible jet lag because I came back and I went back to straight to work. I really cannot get the timing yet back because it's like 11 hours different. This is a baby orchid. It's a new orchid I just received from brethren before I left. They came like a day before I left, and they survived. I was so worrying about them acclimatizing without me, and they doing super good. I'm so proud of my husband, and it's blooming. So I just got it 6 weeks ago. Look at this baby, beautiful. And this one has a spike, flower spike. These 3 of them I got from Brethren's. That's Chantilly lace. And the third one, this little baby, is the Encyclia. Very small bulbs, but it looks like it had a bloom before. And this is Encyclia. There we go, this is a species. So they all did super good. My little dendrobiums that I got at Redlands last year, doing good. My little babies. So, oh boy. And the dendrobiums pretty much doing so well here. Lots of flower spikes, flowers. So we need to clean and trim, and I'm so looking forward this weekend so I can take care of my orchids. Here we have little dendrobiums. All of them were my little divisions. And all of them are doing so good. Oh, this is the Biggie Bomb. That's the species. Pretty. I feel like my camera getting fogged up, or it's my glasses. So cute. More here blooming. So it has more spots on them because I definitely need to spray them. My husband said it was raining a lot, but it was more like showers, like spring rains, not long drizzly rains that could be in the fall. So I guess the orchids did pretty well with those rains. Look at that, how many spikes it has here. Lots and lots of spikes. That's insane. I guess they love the watering schedule that my husband had established with them. I think I'm gonna hire them to help me with the taking care of the orchids, because they seems like loving it. Ooh, these babies. Viendas here, one has a big flower spikes, the other one just done. What else is here? More flower spikes and the spider webs everywhere. I don't think he ever came here to check them out close enough. This is one of my favorite big flowers, a dendrobium without ID, that I had little cutting, and it's grew. Wow. So I missed my orchids. I missed taking care of them. So let's see. So pretty. Why is it not so sharp? Alright, we're gonna go out. So here, the big Vanda orchid here that was blooming whole summer, whole spring is done blooming. Lots of dry out spikes, and I could swear she's like 2 feet taller than I remember her being before I left. I was supposed to divide it, but I just didn't have time for it, and I think it's a little too late, but I need to make a research and see if I can divide it at this time of the year. But that's a Guacima terrace orchid. And let's see, the palm tree needs to be cleaned. And look at this one. This is Romero Shamburgia. What's your name? Veronica Romero. Has 4 flower spikes. So pretty. They all need to be sprayed with a fungicide. It's been too long. I see so many flower spikes on pretty much everything. Love it. Look at this. This one is... I'm so excited to see all the flower spikes. This is my newer orchids from Tamiyami show that I got in the spring, and look, they all have flower spikes. This one is in the wooden box. What else? What else? There is flower buds here. Ooh, the sun is right in my face. I need to turn the other way. Something is blooming over there. Little twinkle. No, that's the Oncidium Pacific Sunrise. You're already on the way out. Cute little pink flowers. This Oncidium was repotted. Have teeny tiny flowers, but usually it's much bigger. I divided it and repotted. So I'll say, oh, sunny here. I need to step back a little bit. The pool pump just came off. This is kind of Hoya type. It's not Hoya, but I think it's family similar. That's the Million Hearts plant. Grew a lot and it's blooming. I don't know if we can see these teeny tiny flowers it has, because they look like Hoya flowers, just single flower, not like clusters of flowers that Hoya has. It's blooming all over it. Such a cute plant. Oh boy, oh boy. Why not is blooming? What's here? So overall, things are looking pretty good. That's my jumbo. I need to get a little more sun to it. That's a Grammatophyllum Jumbo Grand. Grew new bulbs, and there are a couple more are coming. Mounted this baby before I left. She was not doing so well, and looks like she's getting her roots attached to this piece of wood. I hope she's gonna do well. So it's been a while since my last video. Oh my goodness, who is here? Little dragon. Mimi Palmer is blooming. Its baby is blooming. The Kiki got so big. Smells so good. And Mama is blooming too. Just blurred out by the light, by the sun. I saw so many flower spikes. These guys are doing pretty good. My Vendas here. I don't see much of the damages. Maybe a leaf or two, but nothing to worry about. That's a mini Venda from Mott's that is blooming pretty often. She blooms a lot. Gonna be very long video. Ooh, I see something on the other side. Look at this baby. She was blooming before I left. This is the second spike. you know, in a month and a half. And that's the calmari. Never. Oh, I can see another thing blooming. Those two were blooming also right before I left. I still have the spikes dry. And look, she has another flower spike on the other side hiding out there. That's one of my old viandas. Few dry leaves, that's okay. I was in this one also was blooming when I left, and she has a new flower spike, so I'll say they did well. Also was blooming before I left, has a new flower spike. This baby is very fragrant with the flower spike. Look how many dry flower spikes has Violetta. She was starting to bloom before I left, and one more spike up there. Ooh, look at that. You late. This is my ice cream orchid. I call it because she smells like vanilla ice cream, and she bloomed earlier. There are three of them. It was one orchid with two kikis that I divided, so made three separate orchids. And two bloomed earlier in the summer. This one didn't bloom, but now she's blooming with two little flower spikes. And this is from Benjan Orchids, and it's, let's see, blue snareae Benjan. Oh goodness, why we're so blurry? I'm not feeling so good with that jet lag. My time is so screwed up. I barely made it yesterday at work. I came home and went straight to bed. So didn't have chance to see my orchids. This one bloomed when I left, and it has another bud, so they're welcoming me. Oh my gosh, this is Kulvadi. I love Kulvadi orchids. They bloom pretty often. Something blooming, huge, beautiful. This is with no ID, one of my earlier viandas. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is it? What is this? That's Shamburgia. She was divided a while ago, and this is the first time blooming division. Only has two flowers. But I'm so happy to see her. She was not doing so well. See, she doesn't have leaves, bunch of canes, but that new growth finally, it's hard to see, it's in the back behind that other one. There we go. And the flower spike is over a foot long, not too long. The division was made in October 22, so it was a year ago when I divided it. That's the name of it. So exciting. And this is a passion fruit vine that overgrew. Unruly, it's all over the orchids. I need to clean it up. Something else, this is the flower spike. This is my red, one of my favorite red orchid. She also bloomed pretty often. I got her from Home Depot, and she blooms a lot, although she is pretty small size. That's Adomachi Beauty. Love, love, love her. If you guys see it at Home Depot, the big baby orchid, get it, love it. There is another flower spike on, I think that's, oh, that's the ploin pit, little yellow flowers. Oh, there is another one here, and this is the Kulvadi also, little different color. They have different colors, and they bloom pretty often. So this is also was a bagged baby orchid from Home Depot, and she was recent purchase, but blooming second time. That's the $17 orchid with the baby in the bag. She did so good. This is my baby here, doing well. And looks like maybe she has a little flower sheet there. That would be awesome. But this is the February 23. And this is Cattleya amethysta glossa. That's the species. It was teeny tiny baby. She's happy there. So I missed this one blooming. She has one flower. That's the, but it didn't open up before I left, so I missed her blooming. I didn't steal her blooming, didn't see her blooming. What is it? Look at this dendrobium pot, seed pot. Well, I don't do much anything with the seed pot, just need to take it off so the plant will get the energy back, because it's very hard to grow a seed, orchid from the seed. You need really right equipment and time and place for it. Alright, I don't see any more flower spikes here, but oh boy, I am happy. I was terrified to see them not in a good shape, but let's see what's going on here under the shade cloth. From the first look, everything looks pretty good. There are a lot of repotted plants, like I took them from the pots and put them in the baskets. Lots of Cattleya, Brassavolas types. They're doing pretty good in the baskets. New roots everywhere. This one doing good. So those are a lot of orchids that I repotted. What's going on here? I see buds. This one I really did right before I left. She was not doing any pot. It's one of my oldest orchids that I divided, the spotty pink one, and she finally has a flower, but she never bloomed. The other half of her bloomed before. Just oh my god, that's the others. Oh my, I did not see that. Look at this one, 2, 3. That's the bud. Oh my gosh, 4. Oh my god, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 flower spikes on this baby. What was it, last spring or when she bloomed for first time? She surprised me. That's the candy color bear. Oh my gosh, I cannot ever say the name. She has a tag. There we go. This is one of my first Cattleyas that didn't bloom for years and years. I had her, and then I divided her, and then the other division was not doing so well, never bloomed, but this one bloomed once. It's still in the pot, and then it just grew all over the basket too. Even one got out. Boy, and they start getting out of the basket slots. But to have so many flower spikes, I need to hire my husband to take care of them. This is crazy. I'm so excited, seriously. He's very responsible. He just doesn't care about the plants. He followed the directions, and luckily weather was on his side with the rains that were not like drizzly long. That one has a couple of flower spikes. I wanted to take it off because I want to see it close. This is lava burst. I always wanted to have red, and I had two teeny tiny babies that didn't make it, but the yellow kind, it's just such a pale color. But for a small plant like this, look at the length of the flower spikes, and it blooms for so long. The blooms last very long. Has like 4 flower spikes this time. They're just starting to open up. How exciting. Wait. Something here is blooming for first time for me. 2 flowers. Looks like it had more. So it's on the way out. How cool, I got to see you blooming. Such a cute orange flowers. And that's the name of it. It grows on a wooden slotted piece, and something here needs to be cleaned up, but overall it looks fine. The dosa has lots of flower spikes. Oh, even blooming one. So she's gonna start blooming pretty soon. She's a big girl. Oh my gosh, I see something not looking so good here. Oh no, what's wrong with you? Doesn't look so promising. Man, that's the beautiful, beautiful orchid. Kind of fuchsia color and very fragrant, so she's not gonna make it. I don't know, she didn't do well. These two last canes are okay, but doesn't, she might be infected the whole thing. It's okay. It could be worse, right? I just had to stay longer and take care of my father. There was no way I would have left them earlier. So my little survivors here doing pretty good, I'll say, overall. Oh, what is it? What is it? I found something blooming here. Let's see, come here. Wait, goodness, it's too crowded out there. This is supposed to be fragrant. That's a first time bloomer. Let's see. Look at that. Something whined. I have a tag there. Not a big spike, but for a little plant. Yes, it smells like roses. It smells so pretty. This is Thick Notches Wine Delight. If we can see that, right? There we go. And it's still in an original pot. Wait, something biting me. I didn't repot it, just put it in a pot and in a basket. And look at that, it bloomed. It's blooming. Alright, anything else? Oh my god, it's hard to see something is blooming here. Little Nadosa hybrid. I feel like she got so much bigger. Okay, I cannot believe this one got a flower spike. That's my other part that never bloomed and didn't do well. insane. Here is a jungle. My sun-loving orchids looks like a jungle. Everything overgrown here. But I don't see damages, just old, dry out flower spikes. They were blooming before I left, and then now they have new flower buds everywhere. Love it, love it, love it. This was blooming when I left, and this is new big spike here. Something is biting me. This one is overgrown and needs to be trimmed. So lots of work, lots and lots of work. The orange, so pretty. 2 flower spikes. All right, what else is here? Here is a mess, but everything looks alive pretty much. So I'll say so far couple of them. And let's see what's here. All the stepping stone got dirty. This all needs to be trimmed. I have lots of dendrobiums here. And I'll say they all look pretty good. Pretty good. These are my dendrobium anosmums that bloom in the springtime, so they've been growing all summer long. Pretty good size, nothing is damaged. Oh my goodness. But I don't expect them. Look at these links. Just grew so long. That's one of the anosmums. I don't see any damages here. This one needs to be trimmed. It's out of hands. Doing pretty good. I have few cymbidiums here. This is the one was divided. Actually, it's not doing so well itself, which has a new growth. That's the one was so dead in the patio. The other one's doing pretty good, and a couple of oncidia. Oh, something here doesn't. That was a new growth. Oh, that's not good. A couple of new growths look like was overwatered maybe. This doesn't look good. I need to repot it, divide it. It needs to be divided. I was not dealing with it before I left, but I do need to. This has a 2 rotten new flower, not flower spike, the growth, new growth. This one is not doing well. I know I needed to repot it before I left. I just didn't have time. Looks like this one, the yellow golden elf bloom, has a bunch of dried out flower spikes. So not too bad, not too bad. We'll deal with it. Look what's blooming here. I don't think I have a ID for this, but this is an oncidium on the palm tree. And few here shady babies are blooming. Little trellis here with few orchids. Okay. Also needs to be cleaned up and taken care of. Alright, we can check out the other side quickly. It's getting really long, but I have one more area here with the orchids that I didn't see. Okay, the ground orchid's doing pretty good. Looks like this one is blooming a lot. They actually, during the winter cold spell, they didn't do well. They pretty much recovered. The orange vanda on the way out. Phalaenopsis look really happy here. Those are few orchids here on the Robolini's palms. And bunch of Phalaenopsis here with the stack horns. Nothing is blooming. Oh, this one didn't make. That was my huge Phalaenopsis. I actually repotted it before I left, but it looks like it's got crown rot. Didn't make it. That was my pink Easter Phalaenopsis that bloom for Easter always.